Marshall County until 8 o'clock. So we only have about another minute and a half with this warning, but we are watching it very carefully. The new warning will be the southern one. That's the storm moving its way through Fulton County. That's until 8:30. So the back edge here through Argus up towards Plymouth, right on 31. We're looking inside the storm. Tom is at the controls right now looking inside for any kind of rotation. We have weak rotation still out here just near Culver, and that's going to be shifting its way in towards 31. And again, we've had reports from spotters and from the emergency management of some funnel clouds being reported out of these storms. So again, just funnel clouds. We're not seeing any reports of any damage yet, but you can still expect some very gusty winds and the very heavy rainfall. So again, right around Culver, that's what we're looking at right now. That's going to be shifting its way off towards the east and the northeast. So the back edge of this tornado warning is beginning to see the storm actually pushing out of that area, but still some weak rotation right on this lower edge here, just off to the north here of Kewanna. That would be the area of concern with that rotation. That's why they have that tornado warning in effect until 8:30. Now again, in just pushing to the east of this rotation, that's where we're seeing the reports of rather large hail and very, very heavy rainfall. So it's on the back edge of that. You get the heavy rain, the large hail, and then the possibility of this rotation, possibility of a tornado. But so far, it hasn't seemed like it's been very, very destructive or anything like that, but we can still expect those very heavy winds here. West 100 south over to 200 and 350. So anywhere near or north of Kewanna right now, that's where we're seeing some of the worst of the weather. This is all going to be tracking its way off towards the east and the northeast. So again, 2 tornado warnings, the one just expiring now, that's Marshall County, but this one is still in effect until 8:30, and that's why we are on the air right now. Tornado warning continues again. We see that rotation on the southern edge of the storm. Rochester picking up that very heavy rain also. They're in the middle of that storm right now. So anywhere along 31 from Rochester right on up towards Argus and all the way up towards Plymouth, that's where we're seeing some of the worst of the weather right now. So again, you can see that rotation right now. And it's being indicated pushing its way almost primarily off towards the east. So it's going to be heading right into the southern parts here of Rochester over the next 15 minutes.
Jamie, just want to break in. We're going to go out for a little wider view for you here, and that tornado warning over Marshall County has expired. The tornado warning over Marshall County has expired. We're back down to 1 tornado warning right now, and that is the one over Fulton County. So that's between Kewanna and Rochester. Between Kewanna and Rochester, and also the latest down off the wire with that storm is still the almost 2-inch hail. We already have those confirmed reports of car damage out of Winnemac. Now that storm is over Fulton County. Damage to vehicles with golf ball size hail, plus 70-mile-per-hour winds that are not tornadic. We're talking straight line winds with the storm, and of course that rotation. Jamie, I'm going to go back and we're going to do a storm track on that. I'll send it back to you.
Sure, that'd be great. Okay, yeah, we're definitely talking about it moving in towards somewhat populated areas, including Rochester. A lot of folks travel this road. I can't tell you how many times I've been up and down 31 just myself, and we're going to continue to watch it because a lot of people do travel this road. A lot of people live in Rochester. 8:16, you can expect the heart of the storm to move in. Possibility of large hail. Again, that rotation being indicated by Doppler radar also. That's why they have that tornado warning. Akron at 8:41. Mentone right there at 8:44. So this is the southern end of the storm, but we also want to pay attention to what's going on north. Even though they don't have a tornado warning right now, Marshall County still getting hit hard, especially southeastern part of it. And this leading edge is beginning to eat up into that really warm, juicy air. We're talking temperatures near 90 in our southern counties. That's why we're watching the leading edge of the storm also that's moving its way in towards Warsaw right now. Warsaw, Winona Lake, Pearson, up towards North Webster, you're going to see this leading edge coming in, and that leading edge is going to contain some very heavy rain, up over an inch of rain an hour being indicated. We're not seeing as much red. We're not seeing as much hail developing right in the leading edge as we were earlier off towards the northwestern part of the storm, but still very light to moderate rain, even some moderate to heavy rain with the big drops here. That's going to be in that orange. Continues at this hour. We're watching really carefully. In fact, Tom really pegged one earlier around Winnemac, and that was where we saw that very large hail. When you ever get the red poked together here,
I'll go back out to that wider view, Jamie.
Yeah.
Well, that's still over Fulton County. That's with the tornado, and you can still see there is that red. I'll let you talk about that as well.
I was just going to say, you really pegged it earlier because when it was over towards Winnemac, I mean, it was a solid red, but now it's broken up a little bit. We're still going to see some hail, possibly pea-sized hail, maybe a little bit larger. And again, this is all moving off towards the east, and it's coming right down here into the Rochester area. So we're seeing the hail just on the other side of 31. It'll shift into downtown Rochester here in the next few minutes. So very heavy rain expected and the possibility of that hail. And again, this is the counties, Fulton County, underneath that tornado warning in effect until 8:30. So not only do you have to worry about the fact you have a tornado warning, also got to worry about that hail as it pushes through.
Jamie, I'm going to take it back for you for a second. I want to let everybody know that you can watch online as well. Go to our website, abc57.com, for the latest storm track here. Again, abc57.com, where you can track these storms live on air. Yes, live on air. You can track these storms as well across Michiana. abc57.com with our live Doppler radar. We're on air and online. Our Facebook and Twitter pages also lighting up. I'm going to do a check on those Twitter pages as well, just reloading the radar here. But again, Jamie, let's go back over these warnings right now that are currently in effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, doing a great job. That's very true, because a lot of times you'll lose the power for your TV.